does change only in the sense that things get worse. Why is that?
Thank you very much, Nick, for having me. It is indeed quite a grim scenario. The fact is that we knew about the dangers of climate change 5 decades ago. We have this agreement 30 years ago, but we lost those precious 30 years. We ignored the warnings. This is not the first warning. A couple of months ago, we had a very stark warning coming from IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, saying the same thing, that we are living in an uncertain world and we really need to increase our actions to tackle climate change. But we have not done sufficiently, and we continue to burn fossil fuels, which are the core cause of the problem. And the reality is that right now the plans are to burn 110% more fossil fuels. And by fossil fuels, I mean coal, oil, and gas, that will be produced by 2030 than what is needed to stay below 1.5.
Okay.
And the
Yeah, no, I just want to jump in. Is it the inequity of global warming means that it's the most, as we know, the most vulnerable nations who suffer the most, and they, of course, did the least to make it happen. Are we making any progress now to redress that balance?
Well, the recognition is there that we need to do a lot more in helping those countries and communities prepare for climate impacts. And this is where the conversation on adaptation, which means helping them retrofit their homes, which also means having more stronger early warning systems, more irrigation, climate resilient crops. So the recognition of some of those solutions is now there. But what is missing is finance. We need hundreds of billions of dollars to, one, prepare for these impacts, and communities who are already facing impacts such as sea level rise and storms and losing their homes and crops, they also need support to recover. And this is where the conversation on loss and damage became quite prominent over the last few years. We did get an agreement last year at COP27 at Sharm el Sheikh to establish a loss and damage fund, which must be operationalized this year, and the discussions are happening. So I would say the recognition of the problem is there recently, but we are not doing enough to help people prepare for these impacts or to recover when they already face such crises.
And Harjit, of course, in Paris in 2015, nations of the world almost unanimously agreed to commit to reducing emissions.